thing I love most about music therapy is seeing the impact that it has on the people that I get to work with. So no matter where I've been at in my journey as a music therapist, as a student and as an intern and now as a professional, it's always been so important to be able to see the ways that music impacts someone's life. So the people that I'm working with typically are not having the best days. They've been in the hospital or, alone, and music has been something that everybody has a relationship with. I have a bunch of people in a group session, and at first, the music is playing and we're just kind of sitting around, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing these conversations and these interactions, and I think that's my favorite part, is seeing how people interact with the music, and then it kind of provides that space to interact with other people or to process things that are going on that are really hard. And I can't think of anything else that does that in the same way. The different relationships that everybody has with music, but yet we can come together and have a shared experience is really amazing. I have been working with Eileen for a few years now, and you can just tell as soon as she gets music playing, she's tapping her toes and she's smiling and she's like looking at her peers and being like, "Are you hearing this? Because this is great and I love it." So music just completely animates her and gets her so engaged so quickly. As she's kind of been with us for a longer period of time, there have been times where I was seeing her, she'd be a little bit more anxious, or she'd be wanting to go home or wanting to find her children. And so I saw that need for her to have a little bit more support, and obviously already knew that music was so important to her and something that she absolutely loves. Being able to provide music that helps her feel like this is a safe place and this music is familiar to me and it helps remind me of who I am and why I'm here. And now suddenly I feel comfortable to stay and I want to stay because I feel happy and I feel safe because I recognize this music and it reminds me of who I am.
Music therapy is so important to my grandma and lots of people with dementia or Alzheimer's. That music part of their brain kind of stays alive longer when we start to see them, forget even like families and friends. But you start playing church hymns or Johnny Cash and all of a sudden she's singing along and knows every single word, and you can just see how happy that makes her. Her dementia sometimes makes her really anxious, and you can tell she's scared, or she's sometimes looking for her kids or her mom, and you start playing the music and she immediately just calms down, and you can just see the change in her attitude and where she's at. The anxiety subsides, and you can just see in her eyes, she just lights up and she's more at peace and at home.
It's been extremely beneficial to my mom, especially with her diagnosis with dementia. I think it helps to alleviate her anxiety, and it really seems to relax her. I love the happiness that it brings to mom. If mom could tell you how she feels about music therapy, she would tell you that it relaxes her mind and her soul, and it's something that she looks forward to every week.
So heart songs are something that I was able to kind of come across through the different music therapists that I follow. So I saw it and I was like, wow. I mean, how incredible. What an amazing thing to be able to record their loved one's heartbeat and preserve that piece of them, and then to match that with music that's really important to them. I just thought, wow, that is so powerful, and I want to do it. Like, I think it's going to be really hard, but I want to do it. And so I was able to get a stethoscope through the foundation and the microphone that I needed, and I was able to get, a first heartbeat recorded. And wow, what an amazing thing that I can give, the family that had such a close relationship with their mom, and they weren't ready for her to go, and now they have this lasting piece of her. And it was really, really amazing to be able to figure it out and then to be able to provide that for people. What a friend we have in Jesus. All our
our sins and griefs to bear. What a privilege to carry everything to God in prayer. Oh, what peace we often forfeit. Oh, what needless pain